Hello, it's Wednesday, 7 o'clock. How are you? I'm sorry I'm about 2 minutes late. I readjusted and went long ways again. And I was trying to remember how to get everything situated. So, I thought you guys could see better going this way. Tell me if it's better. The only problem is I can't see who pops on, so you're going to have to comment and say hello, okay? That's the only downfall. So if you can see better, that makes it all worthwhile. So please let me know if it's better for you this way or up and down long ways. So, but hello. Hi, Jude. Hi, Denise. Hi, Cheryl. How are you guys tonight? I hope you're doing very well. No other way to be. And nobody's home, so guess what's going on right at this very moment? Judy will know. Because it's always what happens. I have to go get the dog to let out. So hold on just a minute. Go. It never fails. He was just out 2 seconds ago. Hi, I'm back. Hey, Elise, how are you? So, yeah, so he was just out, and of course, as soon as I start, guess what happens? Mom, I need to go outside. So, life in the big city. Whatever, right? So, alrighty, so we are making some falling leaves tonight. You will see the completed cards tomorrow. But we're just doing some technique tonight. And like I said, I'm getting used to being back sideways this way. Please let me know if you can see it better. I reviewed some lives from before, and honestly, I've felt that they were grainier, if that's a word, if they were up and down this way, and the lighting wasn't as good. So just let me know what's better for you, because that's why we're doing this, right? So, alrighty, so for tonight, I am starting with 2 blank slates, of course, right? And we've got 3 different shades, same as the re-inkers, but let's start with lightest to darkest because that's how we're going to sponge. Alright, so we've got Pear Pizzazz for tonight. We've got Old Olive. And we've got Shaded Spruce, which is a new color from June. So, a similar color would be Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, any like deeper kind of green would be okay. Alright, so I'm just going to open all these up. Let's see. And I forgot to get the leaf stamp. Hold on a minute. 1 second. Of course, right? Should have music or something for you because I keep forgetting things, right? So, 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. Alright. Sorry about that. So we've got Rooted in Nature tonight. And I'm just getting the block out to be able to do the stamping I need to do later on, of course. So, alright, let's close this guy up. So I'm going to do a bunch of leaves tonight, and then I'm going to die cut them later. And I will get them die cut and make a card for you. Okay? So, I'm grabbing my sponge dauber here. And I've got Pear Pizzazz. And what I'm going to do, there's a couple different ways you can do this. Let me grab my cleaning pad here. I'm a little off camera, but I still need to clean my stamps. So we're going to do Pear Pizzazz. And depending on what you want to do, you can either go down the middle and have it darker on the sides. If you're a horticulturist and you want it accurate, probably not the best technique for you because sponging is not all that accurate, but you know, do what you want to do, right? I'm just going to kind of dab it off, and then I'm going to dip into my old olive, and I am going to go around the sides here ever so slightly, and then I'm grabbing my shaded spruce and grabbing the side of it here. So because this is a water-based ink, I can let this sit for probably about 2 days and still bring it back to life. And what I mean by that is the spit, for lack of better terms, the moisture of my breath will actually bring this back, so I can clean it, or not clean it, I can breathe on it, and you know, like you're huffing on glasses, and so you can clean your glasses, so you do that on your stamps and it'll bring it back to life. Okay, so I'm gonna huff on it real quick, and you're gonna wait a couple seconds because you're gonna let that ink get into the paper. You can't see it real well because I think I put too much dark, so we're gonna do this one more time, and I'm gonna clean this guy in between. 1 second. I know you see my arm, I'm sorry. So, alright, so we're going to clean off the dauber a little bit here. And I guess I'm going to do more of the light and less of the way dark, because you couldn't see the difference really, right? So, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. And hopefully this time, I'm just going to go just barely on the edge with the darker. Huff on it a tiny bit, and let's see if we like this one better. Okay. We're going to try something else. Like I said, it just really depends on your technique for that night. Sometimes it works great, and other times you're like, not so much. So, I'm going to dip into this Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to do more of a gradient kind of thing. And I'm going to go on the very top, and I'm going to go in the middle. You'll be able to see this one much easier. And I'm going to go down here. Okay. Huff on it a tiny bit. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this. Let me pull it up a little bit closer for you. Hopefully you can see this. I'm waiting for the camera to catch up. And let's see. Let's see. So, we've got this here. And I don't know if you can see the three colors. You can see the middle here is different, but this one really shows the three colors. So I'm hoping you can see that. If not, well, I promise it's there. But it is hard to translate on camera. So, alright, so that is one of the techniques that we're going to do tonight. The other technique, many of you, hi Shirley, how are you? Many of you probably already know this technique that have been stamping for a while, but as I was reminded from Miss Shirley on Monday, people have joined me, you know, since the 12 years I have started, and not everybody has come to every class. So, I'm going to do some basics so that way people do not feel left behind. So we're going to do the baby wipe technique tonight. This is great if you have only a little bit of money and you have re-inkers, but you couldn't afford the pads as well. So you're going to grab a baby wipe. I'm going to fold mine in half just so it fits in my paper plate. I've only got the paper plate. You can put it on a Ziploc bag. It really is whatever you need. The only reason you put it on something like this is so it doesn't get everything wet, right? So I've got some Pear Pizzazz that I'm going to drop on here. So what we're doing here is we are creating our own, for lack of better terms, ink pad, okay? So just a couple drops. If you want a smaller space, drop less. So it just really is up to you on what you do. Okay, so you want to have a little bit of gap there, just because usually the ink bleeds a little bit with the wet, obviously, and you want to give it a little bit of bleed room, for lack of better terms. Okay, so there's my quote-unquote ink pad, and this is this simple. Okay, I grab my leaf, and I'm going to grab it sideways because I didn't make it quite wide enough, and see how there's ink on there, and I'm going to stamp. And that's all there is to this technique. If you don't like the gaps, fill it in with more ink, go to the other side, you know, just kind of figure out. I will say this, if you like the look, do a bunch of them, because once it dries, you'll never get the same thing twice. And that's all I'm going to say as far as that goes. So that is the baby wipe technique. You want to make sure when you're buying your baby wipes that they're probably scent free, and because, you know, some people just don't like the scent, whatever, and I don't like my stamps smelling like, you know, baby per se. And then you also want to get alcohol free. If you get the ones with alcohol in it, which are usually dollar store ones, they're not really good for your stamps. The alcohol will actually dry out your stamp and it won't last but about half as long. So you want to make sure that you have one that's alcohol free. Okay? So I'm going to finish these up and get some cards made for you for tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed. Please follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have a great night. Bye-bye.